So here's another solution to the starter task. So we've got a function which equals 3x plus 2, and they're saying that function a is equal to 32. So what we can do is we want to work out what a is. So what we can do is we can just substitute, instead of x, just substitute a. So what you would say is fa, function of a, equals 3. So anytime we see an x, it's now an a, plus 2. Now, they've said up here that the function of a is 23. So we actually know that that also equals 23. So we just solve this like any other equation. So we've now got, I'll just put it there. We've now got it 3a plus 2 equals 23. So to get rid of that 2, I'll change the colour. So I'll take 6 away. No, I won't, I'll just press 6 to change the colour. So I'll take away 2. And that means that's now 3a equals 21. I'll then divide both sides by 3. So whatever you do to one side, you do to another. And that gives you a equals 7. So that's your answer for that. Okay, so that's function of x is equal to 3x plus 2. But if you feed in an a, it just means that anytime you see the x, this letter is fed into it. Okay, quite often you'll see it as a number that's put in. So if that was if we put in a 2, all would happen there is 3, 2 plus 2. Okay, next one. This wee part I've included will be in your first sheet, so that's your formula sheet, and they're just asking you to actually work out to two significant numbers. Now, a significant number is if I wrote 123.07. Now, if we look at this, we can count how many significant numbers, and you can count that as the first number you come across. It's not a 0, it's included as a significant number. So that's significant, that's a 0, but if there's another number that's after the 0, we count this as significant as well. So that's got 5 significant numbers. If I write another number down, the first number we come across isn't significant, but these two are. Okay, so that's got 2 significant numbers. And here's another one, 13.0. The first number's not a 0, so that's significant. So is that one. But the number after the decimal point, it doesn't have another number that's non-zero, so that's not counted as significant. So that's just 2 significant numbers. Now, to work this out, obviously, it's paper 2, so it's actually that's part of the calculator paper. So what you would actually do is you put in your calculator 4 over 3 pi, and then your radius squared, right? Or sorry, it's cubed. Now I've got the wee scientific calculator up, and that's the answer I got for that. Okay. Now you might actually come across it in which it's actually got to the power of. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, I'll get this back. I'll go, that was 1 point. So it's just the 2 significant ones. So I'm going to initially write it. I'll just write it to like 3. Now, I've written it this way because we're going to just use scientific notation. Now, if I think about, I've moved the point how many places? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I've moved the point to 12 places. So I can now write it here. Okay, now 2 significant places, you actually would look at this number, and we'd look at this number as well, because there's an actual non-zero number here, but it's not as simple as that. We then look at that third number, and that dictates whether we keep this number the same or we round up. So that's a 9, so we'd actually go 1.1 times 10 to the power of 12. Okay, so that's 1.1. So you look at the thirds one, and that will dictate whether you actually have to round up or if you stay the same. Your next, right, and this question is just the same way as you work out any normal fraction apart from it's got some letters in it, so it's an algebraic one. So if we look at this, e over s divide by, I don't know why I'm writing the thing out again, force a habit. Right, now to actually divide one fraction into another, the wee technique is, I'll just move it over here, is you go 5t over, that's an s, you can go times, and you just flip these numerator and denominator round, and then you just multiply across the way. Okay, so what we've now got is, oh, I'll just write it this way, 5t as times 2s squared. Obviously you can miss out this wee step, I'm just doing it just to go into too much detail probably, and that's equivalent of, that's the 5 and that's a 10 and that's s squared t, or 10ts squared, it doesn't matter, and that's st, and then you have a wee look and you can see, well, what things cancel out. So what does cancel out is we have got, we've already got an s here, made a mistake, and so that will cancel out, so we're just left with one s, so I'll just square root the 2. That cancels out with the t, so we don't actually have anything in the bottom now. So it's actually what turns out to be 10s. So this wee bit's a bit extreme. You do it in your head, but obviously write down your working. So 5t. So you just multiply the numbers together, and then just have the letters after it, and then just cancel them out. So 1t cancels the other one. Since that's s squared, then that just goes to s to the power of 1, which is just s. But that should be that one finished.